Purdue football is back, and we actually managed to win a football game for the first time since this time last year. Well, not this time last year because we started the season 2-0. So this would have been our first of two wins if we are going by what happened last year. But Purdue football is back, and I am happy because we actually showed some really good promise. So that was good. Let me take this off. Put on my Purdue hat. Take these off. We showed some promise. But I'm going to first start off with the bad things because there are actually less bad things than there are good things, which is a very rare occurrence when it comes to Purdue football. But we're going to talk about them. One of the bad things, we need to rotate our secondary more. We need to get some more safeties and corners. We need to give our starters at least a few plays off sometimes, because at the end there on those deep routes we were getting burnt. Like Corey Trice, he got burnt on that one deep route at the end there, when he normally does not get burnt on those, and it was purely because of fatigue. So if we're not rotating because we don't have the depth at that position, coach up more of your bench guys. Simple as that. I mean, it is easier said than done, but coach up more of your bench guys to get them. You just need to get at least one of them up to a level to where they can sub in for a play or two and hold their own. That way you can give your safety and your corners at least a few breaks, especially a guy like Corey Treisler. He gives his everything every play. Or Graham. Like, there are multiple guys in that secondary that are actually pretty good and are showing a lot of promise. It's just they need some breaks. We need to rotate a bit more. Our offensive line, it was inconsistent at best. It was, yeah. Grant Herman's absence is showing. He is, in case you were wondering where he went after he graduated, he's on the Jets practice squad. But Grant Herman's, he was one of our best, if not our best, offensive linemen last year. He's one of the guys that really anchored it down. And his absence is showing because our offensive line is not doing so good. It's collapsing really fast. Luckily, Plummer is a decently mobile quarterback and can roll out and still throw the ball to somebody and be semi-accurate with it. So we're lucky that we have a quarterback like that. But it's tough. It's tough. Jeff Brom, things that you did bad. One of them, I'm not going to say some of the trick plays were actually good, and they actually worked, and they were good. They were timed well, and I'm not against the trick plays because they work. Some of them work very well. Others, they're poorly timed, or they just flat out don't work. So we just kind of need to figure out when to use those a bit more. And also, how do you let too many men onto the field when you're coming on after a kickoff? Just please do explain how you allow that to happen. That's just not smart. That's just not smart. Now let's go into the pros. Xander Horvath being an absolute beast, just feasting on the Oregon State defense, was very enjoyable. Along with David Bell getting his 11th career 100-yard receiving game. That was very fun to watch, despite the game starting out a bit rough with a few no-call defensive pass interferences, and then the corner acting like he did something when he didn't. It was pass interference. Plain and simple. Payne Durham, oh my. In the second half, that dude showed out. That dude just flat out showed out. That play at the end where he ran a nice little corner route there, Went up, and then yeah, and he was wide open. They did not bother to cover him. That was very good draw. That was very good draw. That was a draw. That was a very good drawn up play. Um, and it was executed amazingly by Payne Durham, and he got a touchdown. It was good. Um, Jack Plummer, he played very well. 2 touchdowns, and I think like 300 something yards passing. Very good from him. Very good. No interceptions. He looked very good today, and I'm hoping to see more of the same. Milton Wright almost had that touchdown. It was right there, and last year he made catches like that. So I would not expect him to normally drop stuff like that, but it's tough. It's tough. Defense, George Karlaftis, amazing, amazing game. He's due for a sack. He's gonna get a sack. It's gonna happen. I wouldn't even stress about it. It's gonna happen. Our defensive line was very good at adjusting to Oregon State and what they were gonna do and stopping the run and putting pressure on the quarterback. They were very good at it. Our secondary and our linebackers, when they dropped back in coverage, were good. We actually had some very good coverage. Corey Trice, he really stood out. Him and Graham stood out. Both hard hitting guys who stay with the guy they're supposed to be on and can deflect the ball when it's there, and they're good at watching the guy and watching the ball and being able to swat it down. Corey Trice at the end there in the fourth quarter with that clutch pass deflection. That was amazing. I want to see more of that stuff from them, and it looks like we will. I'm not personally with Corey Trice. I'm not surprised. I closely monitored his play last year. He's one of my favorite players, and if he improves on the season he had last year, he's going to have a pretty good season this year. Our special teams were good. I feel like our special teams went well. I believe we were 100% on extra point and field goals. I'm pretty sure we were 100% on it. And our punts were good. We have an Australian punting for us, and he did it very well. He did it very well in my opinion. Jeff Brom, you actually did way better than I expected. I'm going to give you credit for this one. You did a good job coaching the game. You made a few mistakes here and there, but so does every coach during the course of a game. So I can't really like just point out these 1, 2, or 3 mistakes that you made here and there and say that's why you should be fired. There has to be some more stuff there. There has to be some more evidence of why you're terrible. He put plays in at the right time for the most part. He was very good at managing the game today and making sure we didn't do too many stupid things. We performed well. I get it's Oregon State, but still a team that last year was probably better than us. I mean, they do play in the Pac-12, and they had a 2-5 record, and we play in the Big Ten and had a 2-4 record. But we had a pretty easy schedule, so I don't know. I say we were on similar levels last year, and the fact that we were able to beat them in somewhat convincing fashion, I think that shows something. I mean, our next game up, we have UConn. The first time we ever faced UConn's football team in the history of our football program. I think we should have that one in the bag, honestly. I think if we don't win that one, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. But our team played well. It's just our offensive line needs improving. But other than that, everything's looking serviceable, at least. It's looking like this season. I'm not saying we're going to be ranked. I'm not saying we're going to win like a Big Ten championship or anything. But what I am saying is we're going to have at least a respectable season, I think. That's our potential this year. And if we improve on that with the recruits we have coming in next year and stuff, we could have a ranked season in a few seasons. It's not coming soon, but if we just build on good season after good season, then we could get to that point. It's possible for us. Just don't expect it right now. But we're looking solid. Looking like something that I can watch on Saturdays and be proud that I'm a part of it and I'm watching it, you know? Like today, watching it, that was so fun. Getting to watch football again, it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. It was fun. And we made the right plays at the right time. We did the right things at the right time. And David Bell, just watching him play football is awesome. And watching Xander Harvath just truck through people and embarrass them is something that's never going to get old. This is his last year, so I'm going to appreciate it while I still can. But it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's amazing. I mean, King Doru, he's a pretty good back. He's not like Xander Harvath where he's just gonna truck through you. He's more of an elusive guy who tries to use a bit more speed, but he can still, put some pain. He can still drop the shoulder and get through someone when needed. So it's not all bad once Xander Harvath graduates. But the season, it might be a good one. You never know. All I ask for is more wins than last year. And considering we only won 2 games, that's not too much. It's not too much. I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and I can't wait to see you guys. For Purdue football fans, I can't wait to see you guys next week. Tomorrow, I believe there's a NASCAR race. So, yeah, I'm watching that. Oh, wait, was that on today? It's not. We're good. We're good. It's not. It's tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We're good. We're good. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
SpongeBob, the fuck wrong with you? I'm on that good cushion alcohol. Nigga!